My beloved child, as you stand at the crossroads of financial decisions, I see the weight that burdens your heart. You may feel as though you are walking through a dense forest, where each step is uncertain, and the path ahead is obscured. But I tell you, my dear one, you are never alone. I am with you, just as I was with Solomon when he stood before me, asking not for riches, but for wisdom. His heart, like fertile soil, was ready to receive the seeds of understanding, and in his humility, I poured out my blessings upon him. Prayer for financial miracle is much like planting those seeds. You may only see the barren ground of your current financial situation, but with trust and patience, those seeds will grow. Just as a single raindrop can quench the thirst of a parched earth, so too can your prayer, full of faith, call down my blessings to nourish and multiply what you have. Welcome to the channel, Prayer for Financial Miracle. Here, you will see financial miracle stories in the Bible, and you pray and apply. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to help your life. Your situation may seem small and insignificant, like the loaves and fishes before the multitudes. But remember what I did then. I multiplied them to feed thousands. I can do the same for you. I can take your little and make it more than enough. Trust in me, for I am the light that guides you through the uncertainties of your financial struggles. Just as the sun rises each day without fail, I am the constant in your life. When you pray, know that I am listening. And when you ask with a heart full of faith, believing that I am the God who provides, the God who multiplies, and the God who loves you without measure. Your prayer for financial miracle is not just a plea for help, it is a conversation with me. A moment of trust where you place your needs, your desires, and your hopes into my hands, knowing that I will provide in ways you cannot yet see. My child, when Solomon prayed for wisdom, he didn't seek wealth or power, he sought clarity of mind and heart. He asked for the understanding to lead. And in return, I gave him not only wisdom but wealth and honor beyond what he could have imagined. His life became like a river flowing with abundance. Not because he chased after riches, but because he sought me first. You, too, must seek me in your financial life. Let your prayer for financial miracle be like Solomon's, a prayer for wisdom, for guidance, and for my divine direction in every decision you make. Think of your financial struggles as a field. The ground may seem hard, the crops scarce, but with prayer, you are tilling that soil, preparing it for the rain of my blessings. The more you pray, the more you cultivate a space for my grace to flow into your life. Like a farmer who trusts in the coming harvest, you must trust in the process, knowing that I will bring forth fruit in due season. Now, as you embark on this journey of faith, I invite you to become part of something greater. Subscribe to this channel and become a part of a community of believers who, like you, are walking in faith, trusting in my provision. Share this message of hope, for together, we will witness the miracles that come through trust, perseverance, and faith in me. My dear child, remember, I am the source of all wisdom, the well from which all blessings flow. In your financial life, I am asking you to trust me, to come to me in prayer, and to believe that I will provide. Prayer for financial miracle is not just about asking for financial relief, it's about asking for the wisdom to use what you have in ways that honor me. About trusting that I will multiply your resources when the time is right. Your faith is the key that unlocks the doors of heaven's storehouses. And I am ready to pour out my blessings upon you. Just as I did for Solomon. Just as I did for the multitudes. In every prayer you utter, let gratitude fill your heart, even when the answers seem delayed. Trust that I am at work, just as a sculptor chisels away at stone to reveal the beauty within. I am shaping your life, refining you through every financial challenge you face. Trust the process, my child, for the masterpiece I am creating is one of beauty, grace, and abundance. Do not let fear or worry take root in your heart. They are like weeds, choking out the seeds of faith. Instead, let your prayers be a garden, where faith grows strong and steady, watered by trust in me. Each time you come to me in prayer, you are strengthening those roots, deepening your connection to the source of all life and provision. I am with you always. Every financial decision you face is an opportunity to trust me more. When you feel overwhelmed, when the path ahead seems unclear, remember Solomon's prayer. He sought wisdom, and I gave him not only that but so much more. Your prayer for financial miracle should echo his, seek first my kingdom, my wisdom, and all these things will be added unto you. As you watch this video, I invite you to share your own stories of how I have worked in your life. Leave a comment below and let others know how prayer has transformed your financial journey. Your testimony can be the encouragement someone else needs to continue believing, to continue praying. Together, we will build a community of faith where miracles are shared, where blessings are multiplied, and where my love flows freely. Remember, my beloved child, that I am always with you, with every step you take, with every prayer you offer. I am by your side. Trust in me, and I will lead you through the storm into a place of peace and provision. The path may seem long, but with each step, you are drawing closer to the abundance I have prepared for you. Keep praying, keep believing, and watch as I open the doors to financial blessings that you never thought possible. With all my love and guidance. 1. Introduction. Let me tell you a story of wisdom. One that reaches beyond time and speaks to your heart today. There was once a king, Solomon, to whom I gave a precious opportunity. I asked him, "What is it that you want me to give you?" Solomon stood before me, and instead of asking for wealth, power, or long life, he chose something greater. He asked for wisdom, the wisdom to lead, to discern, and to govern his people with justice and righteousness. And because he sought wisdom above all else, I not only gave him a heart of understanding but blessed him with wealth and prosperity beyond his imagination. Like Solomon, you too face moments where decisions press heavily upon your heart. Financial burdens may cloud your mind, and the world may tell you to seek only wealth. But I say to you, seek wisdom first. Just as I blessed Solomon with understanding, so too will I guide you if you ask. Prayer for financial miracle is not just a cry for more resources, but a call for the wisdom to manage what you have according to my will. When you seek me, I will show you the path of true abundance. one that brings peace to your soul and blessings to your life. You do not walk this path alone. Come to me with your financial concerns, just as Solomon did, and I will pour out the wisdom you need to make decisions that are rooted in faith, not fear. Prayer for Financial Miracle is your invitation to place your financial life into my hands, trusting that I will lead you to wise choices, just as I did for Solomon. Now, my child, I invite you to take action. Subscribe to this channel to continue learning how to pray for financial wisdom, and see my hand at work in your life. Share this video to spread the message of faith and financial discernment, so together, we can build a community of trust and provision. 2. The power of prayer and financial wisdom. My beloved child, when you pray, you are not just speaking words into the air. Your prayers rise like incense to my throne, each one filled with your hopes, your worries, and your trust. I hear every prayer, and I know the deepest desires of your heart. When you come to me with faith, especially in matters of finances, I am ready to give you more than you ask for, wisdom that will lead you through every challenge, every decision. Just as water flows to nourish the earth, so too will my wisdom flow into your life, quenching the thirst of uncertainty. I tell you this, when you pray with unwavering faith, I will give you the clarity and wisdom you need in your financial life. Much like a lighthouse standing tall in the darkest of nights, your prayer illuminates the way forward, cutting through the storms of doubt. The world may tell you to rely on your own understanding, but I tell you to rely on me, for my wisdom is like a steady hand guiding your ship through turbulent seas, ensuring you arrive safely at the shores of peace and abundance. Prayer for financial miracle is not merely about receiving wealth. It is about asking for the wisdom to use what you have wisely, to see beyond the immediate concerns and understand the long-term blessings I have prepared for you. Just as Solomon did not ask for riches but for understanding, so too should your prayer be a request for the insight to manage your finances in a way that honors me. When you pray, you plant the seeds of wisdom, and in time, I will make them grow into a harvest of peace and provision. Now, my child, I invite you to put this into practice. As you face your financial challenges, come to me with faith. Let your prayer for financial miracle be your guide as you seek my wisdom in every decision you make. Do not fear the uncertainties ahead, for I will grant you the wisdom to navigate through them. And if you find these teachings helpful, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the lessons I have in store for you. Share this video as well, so that others may find the peace and guidance they seek in their financial lives. 3. Seek wisdom before wealth. Let me remind you of the story of Solomon, a man whose heart sought after me above all things. When I appeared to him in a dream and asked, "What do you desire?" Solomon could have asked for riches, power, or a long life. But instead, he asked for something far more precious, wisdom and understanding. Solomon knew that wealth without wisdom is like a ship without a compass, lost in the vastness of the ocean. He desired to rule his people with justice, to discern between right and wrong, and to lead with wisdom that could only come from me. And because of this humble request, I not only gave him wisdom but also showered him with riches and blessings beyond measure. This story is more than just a lesson from the past, it is a call to your heart today. Like Solomon, You may find yourself standing at a crossroads, wondering how to navigate the financial challenges that life has placed before you. The world may tell you to chase after wealth, to secure your future with material things. But I tell you to seek wisdom first. For when you ask me for the wisdom to manage your resources, you are opening the door to true abundance. Wealth without wisdom can slip through your fingers like sand. But with wisdom, even the smallest seed of provision can grow into a bountiful harvest. Prayer for financial miracle is not simply a request for more money, it is a request for wisdom. It is a recognition that you need me to guide your decisions, to help you see the opportunities where others see obstacles, and to manage your blessings with grace. When you come to me with a heart that seeks wisdom first, I will not only give you the understanding you need, but I will also bless you in ways that go beyond what you could ever imagine. Just as Solomon's wisdom led him to prosperity, so too will your prayer for wisdom open the doors to financial blessings. The wealth that follows wisdom is not just material, it is a wealth of peace, of knowing that every decision you make is guided by my hand. Wisdom allows you to manage what you have in a way that honors me, ensuring that your resources are not only enough but that they multiply. Just as I multiplied the loaves and fishes to feed the multitudes. My child, in your financial life, do not be like the world that rushes after riches without thought or care. Instead, pause, come to me in prayer, ask me for the wisdom to see beyond the immediate, to make decisions that are not just for today but that will bear fruit for years to come. Your prayer for financial miracle should be filled with faith that I will guide you. And as you trust in my wisdom, you will see how I can turn even the most challenging financial situation into an opportunity for growth and abundance. I am with you in every decision, every doubt, every moment of uncertainty. When Solomon asked for wisdom, he entrusted his entire kingdom to me, knowing that without my guidance, even the wealthiest kingdom could fall. In the same way, entrust your financial life to me. Let me lead you, and I will not only show you how to manage your resources but how to multiply them for good. Think of wisdom as the foundation of a house. Without a strong foundation, even the most beautiful structure will crumble. But when you build your financial life on the foundation of wisdom, everything you do will be built to last. Wealth may come and go, but wisdom will sustain you, guide you, and bless you long after the riches of this world have faded. Now, my beloved, I invite you to take these lessons and apply them in your life. Share this message with others who need to hear the truth about seeking wisdom before wealth. And subscribe to this channel to continue receiving guidance from my word, so that together, we may walk the path of wisdom and abundance. 4. Praying with patience and trust. I know the desires of your heart. You come to me with your hopes, your worries, and your financial struggles, longing for an answer, for a miracle to happen in an instant. But I tell you, the miracles you seek are not always immediate. I ask of you something precious, your patience and your trust. Miracles do not always come instantly, but through patience and faith, you will see my hand working in your life. I say to you, remember, even the strongest tree begins as a small seed buried in the earth, unseen, slowly taking root before it breaks through the soil to reach the sky. So too does my work grow in your life. When you come to me in prayer for financial miracle, know that your faith is like that seed. Though you may not see the results right away, Trust that I am at work, planting blessings deep within your life, just as a farmer waits for the harvest, trusting that the rain will come in due time. I call you to wait upon me. Do not rush, my child, for in the waiting, I am preparing something far greater than you can imagine. I am not just working on your finances, I am working on your heart, shaping you, strengthening your faith, and teaching you to rely on me completely. Patience is not just the absence of action, it is an active trust in my timing. When you wait upon me, you are placing your full trust in the fact that I see the bigger picture, that I know the perfect moment to pour out my blessings. Often, what seems like a delay to you is my divine preparation. I am aligning everything in your favor, so that when the time is right, the doors of heaven will open, and you will receive the provision you need. But first, you must wait. Just as a flower cannot bloom before its time, neither can the miracles in your life unfold without the perfect moment. My child, when you pray for financial help, do not be discouraged by silence. Sometimes the silence is where I speak the loudest, whispering into your heart. Trust me, I am here. Do not let the world rush you into thinking that results must come immediately. The world measures time in minutes and hours, but I measure time in growth, in preparation, and in perfect moments. Just as the sun rises each day without fail, so too will my blessings come at exactly the right time. Prayer for financial miracle is not just about asking for more resources, it is about building a foundation of trust in me. It is about believing that even when you cannot see the answers, I am still working. You are never forgotten. I have heard your prayers, and I am preparing your blessings. But you must trust that my timing is perfect. The rain does not fall every day, but when it does, it nourishes the earth and brings forth new life. So too will my blessings rain down upon you, bringing forth the prosperity you seek. But first, you must wait. Just as the Israelites wandered in the desert, learning to trust me for manna each day, so too must you learn to trust me in your financial journey. Do not be disheartened when the path seems long or the answer seems distant. I am with you, guiding you every step of the way, and I will provide for you when the time is right. Your faith, your patience, and your trust are what will bring you closer to the miracle you seek. Now, my beloved, I invite you to embrace this journey of faith. Let your prayers be filled not just with requests but with a quiet confidence that I am already at work in your life. Every moment of waiting is a moment of growth. A moment where your roots of faith sink deeper into the soil of my love. And when the time comes, the blessings you receive will be greater than what you have asked for. Because they will not only meet your needs but will also strengthen your soul. If you have found this message helpful, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel so that you can continue to grow in your understanding of faith, patience, and trust. Share this video with others who may be struggling with waiting, so that together, we can build a community of faith that trusts in my perfect timing. 5. Absolute trust in God for every financial decision. In the stillness of your heart, I see the questions, the worries, the uncertainties you carry about your finances. I know the weight that these concerns place on your spirit. But I tell you this, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you will see things that the eyes cannot see. This faith even in its smallest form, holds the power to move mountains. It can guide you through the most complex decisions and lead you to places of blessing you never imagined. The faith I speak of, my child, is not only for your spiritual journey but also for every financial decision you make. Think of the mustard seed, tiny, almost invisible. Yet, when it is planted in fertile soil, it grows into a mighty tree, offering shelter and life. Your faith works in the same way. You may feel that your faith is small, that it is not enough to change the circumstances you face. But I tell you, it is more than enough. When you trust me completely, when you place every financial decision, every concern, every uncertainty into my hands, I will guide you, like a compass that points true north. Your faith will lead you on the path of wisdom and provision. In your prayer for financial miracle, come to me with a heart full of trust, knowing that I see what you cannot see, that I am already at work, shaping and aligning things for your good. Trust is more than a feeling, it is an act of surrender. When you pray, do not hold on to fear or doubt. Release them to me, knowing that I have the wisdom and the power to lead you through even the most difficult financial decisions. I do not simply listen to your prayers, I act upon them. I provide. I guide. I protect. My child, as you walk through your financial journey, do not rely on your own understanding. Your eyes may only see the immediate, but I see the whole picture. I see the blessings waiting just beyond the horizon. Trust in me with all your heart, for my plan for you is perfect. It may not always be what you expect, and it may not always come in the time you desire. But I promise you this, it will be for your good. When you come to me in prayer for financial miracle, you are not simply asking for more, you are asking for the wisdom to use what you have in a way that honors me. You are asking for my guidance in every financial decision, big or small. Imagine your financial life as a journey. There are times when the road is clear, and you can see far ahead. But there are also times when the path becomes steep, rocky, and uncertain. In those moments, I ask you to trust me. Trust that I know the way, even when you do not. Trust that I am walking with you every step of the way, just as a shepherd guides his sheep, leading them through valleys and over mountains. I will guide you through every financial challenge you face. When you pray, do so with complete surrender. Do not hold back parts of your heart or keep your doubts hidden. Lay everything before me. For I am a God who is not afraid of your struggles or your fears. In fact, I welcome them, because it is through your honesty and vulnerability that I can work most powerfully. Your trust in me is like an open door, allowing me to step into your financial life and lead you to places of peace and provision. Trust, my child. Faith is not about seeing the whole path, it is about taking the next step, knowing that I am with you. When Solomon asked for wisdom, he did not ask for it because he understood everything. He asked because he knew that only through my guidance could he make the right decisions. The same is true for you. Whether you are facing a small decision or a significant financial challenge, come to me in prayer and trust that I will give you the wisdom to make the right choice. I am the God of all provision. I am the one who multiplied the loaves and fishes, who brought manna from heaven, and who has never failed to care for my children, just as I provided for them. I will provide for you. But I ask that you trust me fully, not just with your words, but with your heart. Place your financial worries in my hands, and let me guide you. Let me show you the way to true abundance. The kind that not only meets your material needs, but fills your soul with peace and joy. If you find this message meaningful, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and continue learning how to live by faith in all areas of life, including your finances. Share this video with others, so they too can experience the peace that comes from trusting in me completely. Together, we can build a community of believers who trust not only in my provision but in my timing and wisdom. 6. Real-life stories of financial wisdom. Let me share with you a story. A real story of faith, wisdom, and my hand at work. There was a woman, much like you, who found herself facing an overwhelming financial situation. The bills were mounting, the resources were few, and every path seemed blocked by doubt and fear. She didn't know where to turn, but in the quiet of her heart, she came to me in prayer. She didn't ask for wealth or immediate relief. Instead, she prayed for something far more valuable: wisdom. With her prayer for financial miracle, she asked me to guide her decisions, to open her eyes to the opportunities she could not see, and to give her the patience to wait for my perfect timing. In the days that followed, she began to see things differently. I opened her mind to new ways of managing her finances. She learned to prioritize, to budget, and to cut back on unnecessary expenses. She began to live not just for the present, but with wisdom for the future. And in her obedience, I provided for her in ways she never expected. Out of nowhere, a job opportunity arose that she hadn't even considered. It wasn't the wealth she thought she needed, but it was the wisdom to manage what she had, and in that wisdom, I blessed her beyond what she could have imagined. Her story, my child, is a reminder that prayer for financial miracle is not always about receiving more money immediately. It's about receiving the wisdom to make the most of what you already have and to trust that I will provide when the time is right. Her journey was not one of instant success, but of steady growth. Each decision, guided by my wisdom, led her to greater financial peace and freedom. What seemed impossible became possible, not through a sudden windfall, but through my constant, steady guidance. I invite you now to reflect on your own life. There are many moments when you, too, have faced difficult decisions. Moments when it seemed like no solution was in sight. Yet, I was there with you, offering my wisdom, even in the quietest of ways. If you take a moment to look back, you will see the ways in which I have guided your path, even when you didn't realize it. Now, I ask you to take this story and let it inspire you, just as I did for this woman. I will do for you when you come to me in prayer for financial miracle. Trust that I will give you the wisdom you need. I will help you to see beyond the immediate problems and into the long-term solutions that bring true financial peace. Your faith, your trust in me, is the foundation upon which I will build your financial blessings. And I am not done yet. My child, there are still so many blessings ahead. So many moments where my wisdom will light the way. I ask you to take this story and let it encourage you in your own journey. Whether you are facing small financial decisions or great ones, know that I am always ready to guide you. My wisdom is available to you in every prayer, in every moment of surrender, and when you trust in me. I will open the doors that you thought were closed. Now, my beloved, I encourage you to share your own stories. How has my wisdom guided you in your financial decisions? What blessings have come into your life when you have trusted me? Leave a comment and share your experiences, for your story can inspire others, just as this woman's story has inspired you. Together, as a community, we can build each other up in faith, knowing that I am with each of you, guiding your steps. If you have found this message meaningful, I invite you to subscribe to this channel so that you can continue learning and growing in faith. Share this video with others, so they too can be encouraged and strengthened in their trust in me. Together, we can build a community of faith that shines as a beacon of hope, guiding others toward the wisdom and provision I offer. 7. Perseverance in prayer and thankfulness to God. There is a power in prayer that goes beyond asking for blessings. There is a deep spiritual strength found in gratitude, in coming to me not just with requests, but with a heart full of thankfulness. When I bless you, give thanks, and continue to pray with gratitude. I tell you, gratitude opens the doors to even greater blessings. For it shows that you trust me with all that you have and all that you still hope to receive. It is in this spirit of thankfulness that your heart becomes aligned with my will, and you begin to see the abundance I have already placed in your life. When you pray for financial help, do not only focus on what you need or what is lacking. Look around and see the blessings I have already given you, no matter how small they may seem. Give thanks for the provision, for the wisdom, for the opportunities I have placed before you. This gratitude will shift your heart and bring a deeper sense of peace. Even in the waiting, prayer for financial miracle is not just about seeking more, it is about recognizing the goodness that already surrounds you and trusting that I will continue to provide. My child, in your financial journey, there will be moments when the answer seems slow in coming. But in these moments, I ask you to remain steadfast, to continue praying with a heart full of gratitude. Perseverance in prayer is like watering a seed planted in the ground. You may not see the growth immediately, but with each prayer, with each word of thanks, you are nurturing that seed, helping it to grow into something beautiful. Do not grow weary in your prayers. Know that I am listening to every word, that I see every need, and that I am working behind the scenes to bring about the perfect outcome. But in the waiting, I ask that you cultivate a heart of gratitude. For when you give thanks, even in the waiting, you are showing me that your trust in me is complete. You are telling me that you believe in my timing, in my wisdom, and in my ability to provide for you in ways far greater than you could ever imagine. When you come to me in prayer for financial miracle, I hear not only your words but the intentions of your heart. If you pray with a heart full of gratitude, acknowledging the blessings I have already given, I will continue to open doors of provision for you. Gratitude is the key that unlocks even more of my blessings in your life. It is the language of faith, the acknowledgement that you trust me completely, even when the outcome is still unseen. I encourage you to incorporate gratitude into every prayer you offer. When you pray for financial help, begin with thanks for what you have. It might be small now, but I am the God who multiplies. Just as I multiplied the loaves and fishes, I can take what you have and turn it into more than enough. But I ask you to thank me for what is already in your hands. For this shows that you trust me to provide what you need. Gratitude transforms your heart. It takes your focus off what you lack and places it on what I have already done. And when your heart is filled with thankfulness, you will find that the waiting becomes easier. That the peace I give fills every corner of your soul. Persevere, my child, not just in asking, but in thanking. For when you continue to give thanks, even in the waiting, I will continue to move in your life. There is a deeper joy in thankfulness. A joy that transcends circumstances. And I want you to experience that joy in full. I want you to see how I am at work in your life. Even now, your prayers are never in vain. Every word you offer to me is heard. And every prayer you pray with gratitude is a testament to your faith in my provision. I invite you to reflect on the blessings you have already received. Share your gratitude with others. For in doing so, you spread the light of faith and hope. Leave a comment and tell others how prayer and thankfulness have impacted your life. Let your story inspire those who may be struggling. For your words may be the encouragement they need to keep praying and believing. If you have found this message meaningful, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and continue receiving spiritual guidance from my word. Share this video with others. So together, we can spread the wisdom of gratitude and perseverance in prayer. 8. Conclusion: God will grant you the wisdom He gave to Solomon. As you walk through this life, faced with decisions both great and small, know that I am with you. Just as I was with Solomon. When Solomon came before me, he asked not for riches or power, but for wisdom, wisdom to lead, to discern, to understand. And because he asked with a humble heart, I granted him wisdom beyond all measure. And with it, I gave him prosperity and peace. I say to you now, as I gave Solomon wisdom beyond all, so too will I grant you discernment in every financial decision you make. If you ask with faith and complete trust in me, when you come to me in prayer for financial miracle, do so with a heart full of faith. Ask not just for more money or immediate relief, but for the wisdom to use what you have wisely. Ask me to open your eyes to opportunities, to guide your hand as you manage your resources, and to give you the clarity to see beyond the momentary challenges. Know that I am the God of all provision. And when you trust in me, I will lead you to the right decisions at the right time. Solomon did not know the fullness of what I would give him when he asked for wisdom. But because his heart was in the right place, I blessed him abundantly. I will do the same for you. Trust in my timing. Trust in my guidance. And trust that I will provide for you not only materially but also with the wisdom to manage everything I place in your hands. Prayer for financial miracle is your invitation to walk in my wisdom, to see with my eyes, and to act with my discernment in every financial matter. Do not be anxious about your financial future. Just as Solomon's wisdom led him to great prosperity, so too will the wisdom I give you guide you to peace and provision. When you are faced with difficult decisions, come to me first. Ask for my guidance, and I will show you the way forward. Trust that I am working in your life, even when you cannot yet see the results. And when you pray, pray with confidence, knowing that I hear you and that I will answer. Your faith in me is the foundation upon which all blessings are built. Solomon's faith in my wisdom brought him more than he could have imagined. And your faith in me will do the same. Trust in the process. Trust in the journey. And trust that I will grant you the discernment you need to navigate every financial situation. Now, as we come to the end of this message, I encourage you to continue seeking my wisdom. Subscribe to this channel so that you can continue learning from my word. And stay connected to the guidance I offer through the scriptures. Share this video with others, so that they too may learn how to pray for wisdom and discernment in their financial lives. And together we can spread the message of faith and trust in my provision. 9. A final word: trusting God's wisdom in every financial step. My beloved child, as we come to the close of this journey, I want you to carry with you a truth that will guide you in every decision you make. I am with you. Just as I was with Solomon. The wisdom I gave to him was not a one-time gift reserved for kings and prophets. It is available to you today. When you come to me in prayer, seeking my guidance and not just material blessings, I will fill you with the wisdom and clarity to make decisions that bring peace, provision, and purpose to your life. Remember the story of Solomon, who, when offered anything in the world, chose wisdom. He understood that riches without understanding would soon vanish, and power without discernment would lead to ruin. His heart was set on leading with integrity. And because of this, I not only granted him wisdom but also wealth and honor far beyond what he could have imagined. This same wisdom is yours for the asking. If you come to me with faith, trust, and surrender, your financial decisions, whether small or great, matter to me. I see the burdens you carry, the worries that weigh heavy on your heart, and the challenges that seem impossible to overcome. But I remind you, my child, that nothing is impossible for me. When you come to me in prayer for financial miracle, do so with a heart open to receive not just material blessings but the wisdom to use them wisely. It is this wisdom that will lead you to true abundance. The kind of abundance that brings peace and joy to your life. Not just for a moment but for years to come. Every time you face a financial decision, I ask that you pause and come to me first. Do not rush or act out of fear, but trust that I will guide you. Whether you are managing a small budget or making a significant investment, I am ready to provide the clarity and understanding you need. Through your faith, I will open doors that you thought were closed, and I will show you paths to provision that you did not see before. Gratitude must also be a part of your journey. As I bless you, give thanks. Thankfulness is not just an acknowledgement of what you've received, it is the key that opens the door to even more blessings. When you come to me with a heart full of gratitude, I see that your faith in my provision is complete. This faith, like Solomon's, will allow me to work powerfully in your life, providing for you in ways that go beyond what you can ask or imagine. Now, as you move forward, I invite you to keep seeking me. Subscribe to this channel and stay connected to the lessons I will continue to teach you. Share this message with those around you, so they too can find hope, wisdom, and trust in me. Together, we can build a community of faith, rooted in the understanding that I am the God who provides, who guides, and who never fails to take care of my children, with all my love, guidance, and everlasting provision. Jesus,